Hey, it is Planet Mitch. Viral. I was, I, I was trying to come up with the title of what I started to call myself, but I can't come up with it because it's down there on my post-it note, and I didn't want to look at it. I didn't want to be that obvious. I am your list building success coach. That's what it is. You start trying to form new habits, and sometimes it takes a while. Anyway, it is Tuesday, and surprise for those of you who pay attention to me, all 10,000 of you out there. Okay, not 10,000, but a few of you. It is Tuesday, I said that, and I have not gone live recently, which is my own fault because I've been getting wrapped around the axle in doing other things and not accomplishing as many things as I would like. But I have a couple of things to share with you today, and I'm fascinated by what I see and I learn. First of all, I'm going to share a couple of things with you, but I'm going to grab this post-it note because I always like to share this post-it note. How does this apply to me? Tom Matson taught me this. Tom Matson. And Tom taught me to pay attention to that, which I leave it on my monitor because it's a constant reminder to me to pay attention to what other people are doing. And I can do that and share that stuff with you as I learn. That one is a very significant one to me, and I appreciate Tom Matson for that. Because the more I pay attention, the more I learn, and I can absorb those things of what I'm doing and share those things with you. And I'm going to share one with you today about gamification. And I had a discussion with somebody a couple of weeks ago who said, gamification ain't all it's cracked up to be. Well, if that were true, why would there be, not that, you probably can't see it anyway, but why would the Apple Watch keep track of my exercise and my steps up and down and how much I go outside and all those kind of things and give me progress? That's all gamification. Gamification, if you don't know, is not necessarily just like a board game or dominoes or something that you're playing. It's a way of getting people involved in what you're doing or in motivating them to do more with what they're doing and with what you want them to do. And so, excuse me, I have this thing in my throat that won't go away right now, and I'm going to talk to the doctor about that on Thursday when I go get my physical. Have you gotten your physical lately? Yes. Anyway, so, and I appreciate the thumbs up. And what I really want to see, please, is comments. And let me tell you that story really fast. I just told it to my Win Together folks, but I want to tell it to you. And this story that I'm going to tell you about gamification is all wrapped up around comments. Now, this is a trick. This is a hack that I have learned. It has to do with getting on Facebook Lives and webinars and other things. And what I'm finding is that you can get attention by posting comments. And I'm not just trying to beg for comments, but there's a story behind this. So pay attention to this gamification story. This is not the first time that I have done this, but I'm going to share inside the story about gamification how I have just gotten the attention of somebody, and I believe they now know my name, that I want to be significantly attached to maybe in the future. Two people, actually. Rachel and Stu. So, do me a favor and comment, because it's going to get you known. All right, so Stu McLaren is running his sale for the Tribe program. And for those of you who don't know, I do have a membership called the Mothership, which has to do with the space theme that I'm involved in with absolutely everything. And my face isn't very bright, so I'm going to turn up my camera a little bit. My light. There we go. And maybe that's too much. And Stu is selling a program called Tribe. And his plan is to get everybody up and doing membership sites because of, one, recurring revenue, which is something we all want and I need a lot more of. The recurring revenue will help your business. because if you don't have to worry about necessarily, paying all the bills, if there is this level of income coming in every month, then that frees you up to do other things. And yes, you do have some responsibilities and you have to keep your members happy and all that stuff in the tribe. So anyway, he releases this program once a year. It is a high ticket item. It's not cheap. But so he launched it on Sunday and the cart closes on Thursday. So I was watching his video on Sunday where he was talking about tribe. And he tells a lot of stories. He's all about stories, and that's a whole other story that I told the Win Together group just a little while ago. I like telling stories, and this is one of those. But telling stories gets people in and understands what you're doing. So what I'm going to do is relate to a story to tell you about what I'm doing. And he's rather long-winded, somewhat like me, and he was talking about different things. And so when he got to the point of starting to sell the tribe, now behind him in his office is a blank wall. And they have put Post-its up that spells the word tribe. And he says all of those green Post-its are people that are tribe members now that are coming to our live event this fall. And I'm going to tell you about that in a minute. So the word tribe is spelled out in Post-its. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, that's tacky. And then they said, here's the cart, if you want to sign up, blah, blah, blah. And Tanya comes on screen. And Tanya says, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write everybody's name down on a Post-it who buys. And we're going to put you up on that wall back there. And I'm still thinking, oh, this is really tacky. Kind of. I mean, not just tacky, but it just seems cheesy. Maybe cheesy is a better word. Anyway, so the day goes, the time goes on, and I don't have a screen grab. I was going to show you a screen grab, but I lost it for somehow. But I'm going to show you a couple of other screen grabs here in a second. So fast forward Sunday, a lot of people were complaining about the cart was down and blah, blah, blah. And I was planning on buying this program because I really want to get my membership rocking it, right? Because I need this steady level of income. And I'm planning on buying, and I decided I would wait till Monday because then the cart wouldn't be so busy and blah, 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 blah. So Monday rolls around. He's going to do another live. And I look at, he shows the wall, and there are like 300, 400 pink Post-its where they've been writing people's names. And I thought to myself, now, I participated in the chat on Sunday, and I thought, well, I'm going to play a little game. I'm going to see if I can get myself noticed by Stu and Tanya. Just for fun. See what I can do. See if I can get their attention. So what I did was I went in and I did the purchase. Now, I knew Stu was going to tell story after story after story because I'd seen him do it on Sunday and it was kind of a repeat. And so what I did was I went in and I purchased. And when he got to the point where Tanya came back like he did the day before, and Tanya said, well, we're going to start putting names up. I posted really quick. I would love to have my name up on a pink Post-it, so I just purchased blah, blah, blah. Hi, Joanne. Thanks for popping in. And I really wanted to see what would happen. So I'm going to share my screen. And I'm basically, all right. So are you seeing my screen? All right. You don't see me anymore, but you see my screen. Here is my name up on the board. Hey, Robert, thanks for popping in and commenting. So here's the picture of Tanya. Now, so I was begging. I'm like, pick me, put me up on the board. And so Tanya said, I could show you the video, but she's like, and Mitch is over there in the chat room just shouting and screaming about how he wants his name up on a Post-it. So here it is. And so she showed my name to everybody out there on the planet. Well, you can see the tribe thing in the background. And then she turned around and walked over and put it on the wall. So that's why I know this one. I know exactly where she put it. Now, Stu showed this image today in another live. So I know that, I mean, you can see It's maybe a little hard to see on the video, but that is my wall. Or my wall. His wall with my name right there. And I think that's pretty freaking exciting. And so the long story of this, and I'm going to stop sharing my screen. The long story of this is that this is all gamification, right? This is part of getting people involved. We've been on webinars. I suspect many of you have been on webinars, and you have seen people at the end go, well, Mitch has bought and Joe has bought, but it's all just audio. Nobody's name flashes up on the screen. And people in the chat were like, oh, I want to see my name on the wall. I want to see me. I want to know where I am. And people were energized by that. And it's possibly cheesy, but people were energized. And that's why I was talking about the gamification, to make things fun and entertaining. And I shouldn't have switched my screen here's my screen again. I'm going to show what I have done in the last couple of days in UpViral. I have a campaign running for a client now as an example. And what I have done, I hope you can see this, is this is the email that goes out when somebody registers for this contest. And up at the top of the email, it says, great to have you on board, and I hope you win one of the prizes. I want this to be you. And I grabbed this GIF of this woman jumping up and down, shouting and celebrating because she just won a new car. Now, obviously, we're not giving away a new car. But what I'm trying to do is to get people to be energized, to be fun, to have fun, to enjoy what they're doing, and to feel just that much more energy for the campaign so that they will share it with others. This is all part of gamification. Now, I'm not giving anybody any prize or any bonus for seeing this, but it is making my campaign fun, I think, and it is causing some energy. Let me show you, for example, what I have done on the share page. I'm on the right place. That's today's stats. The share page, by the way, if I do preview, I've also put this GIF on the page where they're registered. I think this is fun. This image, I think, is incredibly funny. And it makes me smile, even though I have seen it like 50 to 100 times recently. I think it makes me feel good. And if I feel just a little bit better, then I'm excited about the campaign and happy to share with other people. I'm telling you all this because what I want to see you guys do is do more things with energizing your entrance, having a bit of fun with your contests. The more you do this, and Joanne, if you're still there, Joanne is a person, by the way, who enters contests all the time. And I'm always asking for her feedback, but I suspect that most people, when they saw something like that, would feel fun. They would feel fun. They would feel more, my words aren't working right. They would feel a bit more energized and a little bit more happy, hopefully, and would be more willing to do something with the contest. Maybe they feel like they're going to win. And that's the whole point of doing something like that. Joanne says, thank you, Joanne. I pick on you so much. Joanne says, of course. That's the whole point, right? I mean, that's the addiction, the adrenaline, the fun of potentially winning something. That's why people go gambling. That's why people go to McDonald's to play that Monopoly game, because they want to potentially win something. That's why they play the lottery. That's pay to play, obviously. But this is the kind of stuff that I would love to see people do more of in their contests. Let's see. Joanne says, I won a contest a few weeks ago. My son loved it so much I spent $300. Okay. Joanne keeps coming up with all these examples of things where people have entered contests and they end up spending more money. Let me show. Thank you, Joanne. Contesters are good consumers. So I continue to have this discussion with people as a sidebar about whether or not sweepers or contesters are good leads. And the answer is, I believe the vast majority of them are good leads. There are some in any batch that are not good leads, and that's okay. You want to get them off your list as quickly as possible. Encourage them to leave. Give them the boot. Kick them out. Say sayonara. Or adios, to go with the 5th of May, Cinco de Mayo, which was 2 days ago. Anyway. And my wife says I say anyway too much. So now I'm more conscious of it. Anyway. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Anybody has any questions, let me know. I am all about contests and giveaways, as you probably know. The Win Together program for May is currently rocking. We are going to be teaching them starting on Wednesday, that's tomorrow, how to build their contest in UpViral, and we are going to try to launch a few of them on the 15th. So I will be sharing some more of those in Giveaway Rocket, and I'm starting, although there's not much there. Hey, let me just do it, right? Let me go. Oh, I want to show you that too. If anybody's still, I'll share that tomorrow. I'll save it for tomorrow. I gonna share this with you. So I have. I probably shouldn't show this to you, but I'm going to show it to you anyway. What I'm doing is creating a page. I could get rid of contesters are good consumers, I guess. I am creating a page with some contests on it. Thank you, Joanne. Joanne says, good luck with your campaigns. This ultimate trip to Bali is one I am going to launch, I think, tomorrow for one of my clients. This is another contest for the Fujifilm, that one I was just showing you with the girl celebrating on the share page. So what I'm looking to do is to add some contests to this, to be a place where people can go to find a few of the better contests and the contests that we're running in the Win Together program. So there'll be several more here in the next couple of weeks. And so that's just giveawayrocket.com/contests, or you get it to it from the menu. Right now, obviously, there's only 2 there. But that's something that I am working on, going to try to grow and add more campaigns to that in the near future. Just a side note. So thank you for tuning in. And Joanne says, oh, that's a great idea. I have lots of great ideas. Some of them work, some of them don't. Thank you, Joanne. It's something that I've wanted to do for a while, and what I need to do is to find somebody that I will... I shouldn't read other people's notes while I'm doing this. I'm going to try to find somebody to add some contests to that. Hey, Derek is here. Hi, Derek. Thanks for tuning in. Derek is a really awesome guy that's doing some amazing stuff with a tool called LCS, Lead Conversion System. So that's where I know Derek from. Something I haven't been doing much with yet, because I've been focusing over here on my contest side and trying to figure out how to merge the two. But my mothership, my membership site that I call the mothership because I'm all about space, that is actually in a tool called Everlisten, which Derek also knows a lot about. And so gamification, which is why I came to this story earlier, is something that is built into the membership site that I have using Everlisten that Derek knows about. And that's one of the reasons why I picked the tool, is because of the gamification. So all of these things are starting to wrap into becoming more important. Like I said at the beginning of this, gamification is starting to appear everywhere. It's in the watches, it's in the I mean, one of the other stories Stu talked about was the Peloton. I think did I start the story and not finish it? There's a it's an exercise bike, but they also have a treadmill, and he's now using the Peloton treadmill. And so I watched a review this morning because I wanted to know more about this thing that he was raving about. And in the review, the gal said, I'm actually doing more exercise because of the gamification, because I'm earning badges and I'm walking more or running more because I want to earn those points. And I'm starting to share those with my friends. And we're going to build a little challenge group. So gamification in itself is doing a lot of things to not only help people with their businesses, but to help people with their exercise, their fitness, and everything else. So Derek says, just so you know, I'm focused on building Totus Learning, which is his tool, which he's going to be marketing, writing a book, and planning a seminar. See, some people are really good at multitasking and doing lots of things. Ha ha! Good for you, Derek. It's been an interesting ride the last couple of months, and I am really enjoying what I'm doing. I am focusing on gamification and teaching people how to grow their businesses, which is what I am freaking doing. The people that are in my Win Together program are learning how to grow their business through contests and gamification. Said it yet again. And by the way, next Monday, I forgot, wasn't planning on saying this, but next Monday through Thursday, I think it is, I am one of 20 people doing presentations on the 808 seminar. I'm sorry, summit. I said seminar. The 808 Summit, which is starting Monday. And my entire 80-minute segment is on contests and why you should be running contests, and that will be free to watch. I will be posting multiple links on how to get in and watch that. There are 19 other awesome presentations, which I have seen none of yet, but I've talked to some of the people that are doing presentations, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what they're doing. So I will post a link to that at the bottom or in a comment if you're interested in that. That's coming up Monday of next week. It's 4 days of live stuff, so you can watch them all live. And typically, if you don't make it through all of them, you can buy the entire package, I think, for $67. So some really interesting stuff coming up there as well. So if you're interested in the Win Together program where you can build your own contest, let me know. I will post a link below for the 808 Summit, which is coming up. And if you have any questions, go ahead and pop those in below. I have a meeting coming up in 10 minutes, so I am going to skedaddle. Does anybody know that phrase? I'm going to skemerch. I don't know, I just made that one up. And we will talk to you tomorrow, hopefully. I'm trying to do 10 o'clock Eastern. That's not working out so well for me because I have a lot of things to do in the morning, so maybe I'm going to move that around. Thanks to Joanne and Derek, and who else popped in? Robert Stone for popping in and commenting. Much appreciated. Hit pound sign replay if you're watching the replay. Thanks. We will see you again soon. And make sure you're doing some frickin' gamification and make things fun for the people that are learning from you. All right. See you. Bye.